Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing the polishes that I wore with you in the month of March. So I only had 5 manicures in March, but I will say they are a solid 5 manicures. I wore these for a very long time. Today is the 4th as I'm filming, and I just took off the last one today, like right before filming this. And I put that on, it says March 13th. That's absolutely not right. Oh, March 31st. I cannot read. March 31st. So I wore this last manicure for 5 days. Either way, what I'm trying to say is I loved every manicure this month, and I didn't want to take any of them off. So I have 5 manicures that I wore this month. I will link everybody's sites down below. Not all of the polishes might be available. I think I mean, they might all be available right now. So either way, all of the makers will be linked down below. Let's go ahead and get started. Also, I apologize if I sound raspy. I am sick, or I am on the mends from being sick. I also do have 2 sick kids at home. If they come in running, coughing, needing things, that is why. I do apologize. So the first manicure I wore is a combination manicure. I did start out with Arcana from Starly. This is a magnetic multi-chrome, and it's in this like blackened base, but it's multi-chrome. Its magnetic pull has a red to orange shift. I was feeling vampy, dark at the beginning of this month and the end of last month, so I really enjoyed this one. I got full coverage in 2 coats. I did 1 full coat, let that dry, a second full coat, and then magnetized it because this one is very opaque. And I had no nail line, no uneven spots, anything like that. Very solid on this one. But then I did go ahead and bougie it up and top it off with Starly's Stars. This is a clear base with a very scant scattering of a holographic flake. One of my go-to flake toppers. I absolutely love this. The combination of the Starly magnetics for some reason topped with stars really just gives like a beautiful combination. And I've done this with 4 or 5 different Starly magnetic polishes, and I love every single one of them. But this combination was no exception, absolutely beautiful. So that was 2 coats of Arcana and 1 coat of Stars, both from Starly, and then topped off with a glossy top coat. The next manicure I wore is Happiest Place on Earth from Lacquer. This is a very lightly tinted kind of greeny blue jelly base, but then it is absolutely chock full of these shifty kind of softer, what is the word I'm looking for, iridescent, larger flakes. And these flakes go from like a gold to a green to a blue, and then it also has matte black flakes. Absolutely beautiful. Whenever I swatched this the first time, I had told myself that it was hands down one of my favorite polishes that I'd ever put on my nails, and I really stand by that. This is absolutely beautiful, and it looked so gorgeous on. I'm looking at my pictures right now and I'm like, oh, do I put that back on? This was my St. Patrick's Day manicure. This was absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. I do also think this would be gorgeous with a matte top coat, but I love a matte manicure, but I just feel like my matte top coats these days, I actually just got a new one in from Anchor & Heart Lacquer that I haven't given a go yet. But I just feel like they don't dry fully matte. They dry to these like satiny finishes, and I just don't really want that. So I haven't been matting my manicures, but I think this one would be stunning just as a completely flat polish. So anyway, I did 3 coats of this, no texture, easy removal, absolutely blown away. So that was 3 coats of Happiest Place on Earth from Lacquer and a glossy top coat. The next manicure I wore is Spring Theory from Shimmer. This just came out with her most recent collection. It's a white crelly, and then it does have just a rainbow of metallic glitter. This really brought me back to like the OG indie days. This kind of style is what was really popular like 7 years ago in the indie community before anybody knew anything about flakes. And it's what made me fall in love with indies. So this was, it hit the spot, you know what I mean? I did do 3 coats of this. I was happy at the 2 coats, but I did do 3 just because I knew I was wearing it for an extended period of time. And an extra coat in my mind helps it last a little bit longer. So I did do 3 coats just to cover those bases. The glitters that are in here, they spread out very easily and very evenly across the nail. I didn't have to do any kind of manipulation. It's one of those glitter polis that the glitter is just kind of embedded in the polish, so everything works together really, really nicely. It is a glitter, so I did use the KB Shimmer Smooth Moves Glitter Smoother underneath my regular top coat, just because I didn't want to have to do 2 coats of top coat. You could definitely skip that step and do 2 coats, but I do find with the glitter smoothers that I get a nice plump, more plump finish than because top coat tends to shrink. The glitter smoother does not, but in trade-off, you don't get the fast dry time that a top coat can provide. So I really liked this with the glitter smoother and then a nice thick plump glossy top coat. I had this very luscious plump gorgeous manicure and I was very happy with it. So my swatch photo, you're gonna see 3 coats of Spring Theory from KB Shimmer and a glossy top coat. So the remainder of my manicures come from Ice Cream Nails, the first one being Hollow Cherry. This was also in their most recent release of the Hollow Supreme line. This is a kind of deeper red, but with like purpley undertones, linear holographic. Again, this was the first one that I swatched in that entire video, and I was like, need to put that on as soon as I'm done, and I did, and it was beautiful. This is much more blaringly holographic in the sun and after top coat has been applied. So my swatch photos didn't do a whole lot of justice on the Hollow Supreme line, but daggum are they absolutely stunning in person. This is also blaringly opaque, so I did get full opacity in just 2 coats. Finished it off with a nice glossy top coat, and I had a beautiful holographic manicure. So my swatch photo, you're going to see 2 coats of Ice Cream Nails Hollow Cherry and a glossy top coat. And then the last manicure I wore is a Skittles manicure. I love doing a Skittles manicure, but I hate having, because I let all of my polishes sit out on my desk as I wear them, as I swatch them, and then once I talk about them in a video, I can put them away. So having a Skittles manicure takes up, you know, multiple spots on my desk, and then they end up just spreading out, and I feel cluttery having them out there, but I absolutely love wearing them. What I need to start doing is just writing it down instead of keeping them out, but I don't. I keep them out. So my Skittles manicure, I wanted a pastel neon Skittles manicure, and I knew Ice Cream Nails could get that job done for me, so that's what I did. So the pink that I chose is called Poison Peach, and this is a light pastel neon pink cream. The orange is called Honey Bunny, and this one was a little bit more neon than pastel neon that I was looking for, but I would still classify it as a pastel neon. The yellow that I chose is Inner Trance, and this one also is, it has like greeny undertones, so I guess like a yellowy chartreuse, but definitely more in the category of yellow, again, pastel neon. The green that I chose is called Melon Moment, and again, pastel neon, very quintessential pastel neon. And then the blue is called Love and Life, and this one does lean more on the pastel than the pastel neon side. So we have a range of pastel neons, some that are more pastel, some that are more neons, and some that are right there in the middle. I was very happy with my choices, very happy with my manicure. Wouldn't change a thing. Some of them did require 3 coats, but I am kind of particular in that. So if I might, like for instance, Poison Peach needed 3, but Melon Moment only needed 2. I'm not going to do 2 coats of Melon Moment and 3 of Poison Peach. I will do 3 coats of Melon Moment. So I did do 3 coats of everything across the board just to keep my sanity, and I don't know what's wrong with me, but that is something that I cannot bring myself to do. Some of these did dry more matte than others. The orange Honey Bunny and then the green Melon Moment did dry very, very flat, pretty much completely matte. So the other 3 did dry to a nice glossy finish, but regardless, I wore top coat. Didn't matter either way. I did have the slightest bit of staining with Melon Moment, and then the Honey Bunny and Inner Trance got under my nail whenever I took it off this morning. So those did stain the undersides of my nail until I can get in there with a cleanup brush one of these hours and just kind of scrub everything out. But overall, very, very into this manicure, and I would 10 out of 10 wear it again. And guys, that is it. Let me know in the comments what you guys wore in the month of March. What was your St. Patrick's Day manicure? Did you do anything? Did you celebrate? I went for St. Patrick's Day, I was in Flagler Beach. We stayed the weekend there with my parents and had a very tame St. Patrick's Day. It was a wonderful, wonderful time. They just bought a house that has a pool. We played some darts. It's right on the ocean. So it was a very, very nice time. I keep going off on these tangents, but let me know what you guys wore in the month of March. Let me know what your favorite was from my manicures this month. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I will talk to you again next time.